Bernie Sanders is walking the walk. Literally. Now, yesterday, along with planning to introduce a bill to raise the minimum wage, the federal minimum wage, to $15 an hour, he also walked with striking contract workers at the Capitol building. Now, he was joined as well by Progressive Caucus members Representative Keith Ellison and Representative Raul Grijalva. I may have slaughtered that name. I apologize, Representative. Those two joined him in this walk, and during this thing, he held a little bit of a rally, and he told his supporters that, quote, "It is a national disgrace that millions of full-time workers are living in poverty and millions more are forced to work 2 or 3 jobs just to pay their bills. In the year 2015, a job must live workers out of poverty, not keep them in it. The current minimum wage of $7.25 an hour is a starvation wage and must be raised to a living wage." Hells to the yeah. Now, Sanders and Ellison also called on President Obama, to issue an executive order that would reward companies with federal contracts if they agree to pay their workers $15 an hour, as well as allow them to unionize. Now, how progressive is that? That is awesome. I love it. Now, Sanders, unfortunately, Sanders and other members of the Progressive Caucus say that even these measures are not quite enough. We need to do more. Now, this is great. I love this. It's good to see, in fact, it's really great to see Bernie Sanders out there walking the walk after talking the talk. Talking with people on strike, walking with people on strike, showing that he's got, that he cares about the workers, about regular people, and showing them that, hey, look, I'm here. I'm right with you. I'm on your side. I'm going to fight for you. I love that. Now, he introduced a bill to raise the minimum wage. I know that's not going anywhere. We all know this, right? But the thing we love about Bernie Sanders, and I love about Bernie Sanders, is that even though it's not going anywhere, he's still fighting for it. Now, that's what we want. Progressives need and want a fighter, somebody to rally around. And Sanders seems like he's the only guy who actually is able to get that energy to get people to rally to him, around him, to fight for progressive ideas. I mean, you've seen crowds, record-breaking crowds at every place he's went to, even in red states. In Arizona, 10,000 plus. I think it was somewhere around 11,000 in Phoenix. It's amazing. He's got activists and groups everywhere. He knows how to get people together. He knows how to rally people. And I think as his popularity continues to grow, he's going to grow more. He's going to get more people. He's going to rally more people to progressive causes. I love it. And of course, by doing this, he's keeping the hope alive. He's not saying like, let's just have 5% change. No, let's go for it. Let's get as much as we can get. Let's go. Let's get as much change as we can get. Let's rock the establishment. Let's overturn the apple cart. I love it. I love the message, and I love the energy Sanders brings to the different rallies and brings to the campaign. It's awesome. And of course, this helps convince people that, yes, we can do this. We can actually have a progressive political revolution, one where we can actually vote for real change and help usher in real change as opposed to 5% change or 10% change. As I said, people want somebody who will fight for them and who will actually go down in the trenches. Now, if you remember during 2012, during the election, President Obama said, look, if you guys are striking, I'm going to put on my walking shoes and I'm going to walk the picket lines with you. People love that. They're like, yes, Obama, yes, join us, help us out. Now, unfortunately, he didn't show up, and people were pissed, understandably. They were pissed. He didn't say anything. He didn't do anything. Well, right to work happened in Wisconsin. Right to work happened in Michigan, other places. Other anti-union stuff happened, legislation, where unions were getting crushed. Nothing from the White House. Nothing from President Obama. He sure as hell didn't get on his walking shoes. But Senator Sanders, doing this shows that he's really kind of putting his money where his mouth is. And I think that is going to resonate. Now, look, I'm going to be honest. Bernie has a long way to go in the polls. In national polling, he is actually way behind Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton is still somewhere around 40%, 40 to 50, national polls. Bernie Sanders is still somewhere around 17% in national polls. But, however, he is actually beating Joe Biden according to the latest Real Clear Politics polls, which is interesting. I mean, he's had a spike overcome Joe Biden, which, of course, he hasn't entered the race. But prospective polling, if he's polling higher than Joe Biden, that's kind of interesting. But he's still not even anywhere close to Hillary. Now, hopefully that can change. And I think that will, once people actually learn what he's about. And once they learn what he's about, I think that more people will start to get behind him. And it will not be long until everybody is feeling the burn.